Welcome to Bad Wrench Automotive. Okay, so today we are going to be discussing how you do the alternators on these Nissan Pathfinders. This is an '06. So if you have one of these, this is how you're going to go about doing this. Now let's start up top because that's the most important part here. Before you get started, you will need to remove your intake tube. I already had my throttle body loose so that I could easily clear the fan shroud. You need to drain some coolant and pull this hose back. You will also need to remove this fan shroud. This fan shroud has a bolt here and a bolt here. Then you're able to reach behind here and access the fan clutch. Guys, this repair is a very, very difficult repair. So this rates as one of the most difficult. Down there on the fan clutch, you'll have 4 bolts that hold that fan clutch on. You have to reach between this fan shroud and these hoses and undo the 10mm bolts that are down there. Once you've removed all those, you wiggle that fan clutch off of the fan pulley, because that's all it is. It isn't a water pump, it's a pulley. And you can tip your fan shroud towards the motor and pull the fan out this way. Follow me here, this is going to get really detailed. Then you have to pull this shroud out, but in order to do that, you're going to have 2 hoses, one on the side and one down below that you need to unhook. You also have to undo the connector that is attached right here. So this electrical one, it's attached right there. You need to disconnect that. Take that out of the way. And then once you've done this, you're going to loop this hose up on here. This is your bypass hose. So make sure that you get enough coolant drain that you can push this off to the side. You're going to lift this up over the radiator so you can get the fan shroud out. With the fan shroud out, finally, that job will take you a few hours to get that fan shroud out. You can then start on your alternator. You will need to remove the tension off of your belt, meaning release your belt tensioner, take the belt off, and we can finally start removing some of the bolts. We have a 14mm here and a 12mm here. The one here is on a bracket that you will have to take another 12mm bolt out. Let me see if I can get that in camera. So right down there you see the 12. On the motor, towards the motor side, you'll have another one of those bolts that you have to take that bracket off. Once you've taken that loose, you can wiggle it a bit and you can come back here. You need to remove the 10mm bolt that holds the power wire on and remove the connector. This, if it's never been replaced, that harness right here is going to be attached to the back side of the alternator. Let's take a look at that. So, back here, that harness will be attached right here on these 2 prongs. You will have to push this off of the prong. You may break them. Leave that alone, it doesn't really matter. But here's where that 10mm is. Here's where that connector is. It's a press style connector, so you'll have to press it and pull it. This one, you'll loosen the bolt and slide this piece off, and then you can start wiggling it out. Before you put the new one in, guys, press this bushing. Press that bushing all the way in. Make sure this bottoms out. It'll make your life a lot easier putting the new one in. So on the new one, make sure you push that top bushing in where that top bolt goes through. You guys can see that 10 mil right there. The rubber boot covers it to protect it from anything metal hitting it and sparking. There's the connector as well. And then obviously reinstalling this is just doing this in the reverse order. Guys, this is a very difficult repair, very time consuming, and I would always suggest that you look at the other components that you're taking apart. If you take the belt tensioner apart and realize that the belt tensioner is bad, replace it. You're already in there. It's one more bolt. If the idler is bad, replace that. That's one more bolt. The belt itself, make sure you inspect it for cracking. Make sure you inspect it that it hasn't dried out. If the belt is completely dried out, replace it. You're in there already. Why put bad parts back in just because you thought they were working? Most of these things are 100K service items anyway, meaning that at 100K you should be changing them out. This one has 163 and never had any maintenance done to it. Now we're having to put so much maintenance into it because no one's ever touched it. This is what we run into when people do shoddy repairs and reuse old parts. When something simple as an alternator goes out, the last thing you want to do is have to take everything apart to do this process. But that's what happened here. In the next video, I'm going to cover the power steering pump, because if you go to have to do a power steering pump, you have to take the alternator out. So all of the stuff I've talked about, guys, I will quickly reference in the next video, but remember, you have to take all of that apart in order to get at the power steering pump. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, ring that notification bell so you get notified when I drop new videos, and I'll see you on the next one.